All right. So what do you think? Is the reason why the envelope, they had me fixated on the envelope when they hacked my brain earlier, was because they were going to use the post office worker, the postman, or the mail lady, the mailman or the mail lady, right? So anyhow, so Pan came in, right? I want you guys to understand. Look how long it took her to receive the text, and I uploaded that video. So after I posted the video, she came in the house, right? No, I had just called. I had called her to ask, when I called her about her, I sent her the text, and within, she came in the house like 4 minutes later. All right, so when I was calling her, I'm talking to her, I'm like, "You didn't get the text?" She was like, "No." I was like, "Okay." I said, "What time are you leaving work?" And she was like, I can't remember exactly what she said, but she was already downstairs, parking her car. Well, she could have been like, "Hey, I'm downstairs," right? But no, because I want you to understand how they engage in gaslighting and using various forms and methods of gaslighting, right? And she didn't say she was downstairs because she didn't want me to say, "Hey, can you pick up Alyssa?" Right? Because she wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as my back was hurting me, so I told Ethan if he can go pick up Alyssa for me, all right, so I can rest, because I didn't want to my back was still a little tight. I had just woken up from sleeping for about, by the time I got in the house, I went to sleep actually, right, to rest my back. Okay, so I'm on the phone with her talking to her, and she's downstairs parking her car, and I'm just like, come on, Yeah, we gotta look. And I'm like, oh, you couldn't tell me you was downstairs? Why the, why the omission? Why the cloak and dagger shit? Because again, they wanted me to stay. So, of course, the New York Fire Department again using their sirens very, very aggressively, right? And they did it exactly as I was waking up from my little nap. So at that moment, you're kind of like, you're just waking up from a nap, so your mind is not all there yet, right? So they'll attack you at your most vulnerable points, right? And I talk about the use of science. Science is key. Technology is key in them using those things to manipulate you, right? To affect your mind, to affect your nervous system, to affect the psychological state. Okay. So when I talk about these things, you got to understand. That's why you have to understand the science also. You have to understand the technology also, right? Doesn't mean that you have to produce or create the technology, but you got to understand it, right? It doesn't mean that you have to have a degree in psychology, but you should understand the psychological tactics. You should understand why they do certain things in these cursive persuasion programs, why they do certain things in these brainwashing programs. Again, how it affects your mind, how nutrition affects your mind, your health, how sleep affects your mind and your health, right? You must know these things as a target individual. So when you know they weaponize stress and they have you under stress, what do? Right? You look for supplements or food to help reduce and combat stress. So for me, I take vitamin B complex. Right? I take a multivitamin, plus I take vitamin B complex. Vitamin D, I take because, again, it is important. Vitamin D is one of the most important vitamins for us as human beings, right? So take vitamin B complex, right? Zinc. What else? Garlic. You need to take garlic if you're a TI, because you never know. They might be pumping some bad air in your house, or in your apartment, or wherever it is that you're living. So taking a garlic supplement, garlic is an antifungal supplement, right? So there's certain things that I'm gonna do a video on this. Again, I'm gonna do a video on this, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I mean and what I talk about. All right, I'll talk to you guys.